How we doing, YouTube? Steve here. It is Saturday night, about 6:30 or so. Getting ready to kind of wrap her up for tonight. It's getting about dark time, and I have to get ready to go down trucking tomorrow. Hopefully, we get that trucking wrapped up here pretty soon. We're about going over the regional anyway. Get back to my hopper. But you might be able to see, there's the old hopper, and then the new hopper is sitting right there. Get that rolling. I did see. I've been kind of waiting for that distiller grain to come up, and the guy that I normally get those from, he did have 2 of them on the board. I need 20, not 2. But point being is, it looks like they're starting to shake loose a little bit, possibly. The bad part is it looks like the grain coming back this way is getting a little bit thinner. But what can you do about that? We'll cross that bridge one at a time. They might just need to sell more. Maybe they haven't marketed all of theirs yet, so he hasn't got more loads. But yeah, then I'll be home every day because this doing regional so it's about got me. I've had enough of it. Let me just say it that way. I've had enough of it. I'm tired of being gone all week. I'm tired of being. I just don't like it anymore. I don't like it at all. I'll be 50 something, 8 this year, another couple months, and said I do not. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it so much that I've been looking at other things to do. That's how much I don't want to do it. Oh, it doesn't help that the last 2 weeks have been just absolutely terrible. Probably, I'm gonna say without question. I've run for ARCA for a couple 3 years, and that's who's afraid I'm pulling some of their freight now, and it's the worst 2 weeks that I've had since we've been doing this. Just, and it's partially the freight. The tariffs kind of, I think, messed up things a little bit. At least that's what they kind of blamed a little bit of it on. This last week, they said just the freight's been weird, and the brokers aren't wanting to pay anything, and a lot of what I haul is broker freight. But it's weird. It's broker freight that they get like all the time because they drop trailers and yeah, they do it all the time. But it's not their own freight. It's still broker freight. But anyway, yeah, so they said they weren't going to pay anything, and then the volumes weren't really there. Which, whenever the volumes aren't there, that's the thing that drives the rates. If the volumes aren't there, then there's plenty of trucks around, which means they don't have to work to try to get trucks. Melissa, what the heck is that noise? It's a plane, I think. Oh, it's one of them. What do you call those goofy things? Paragliders? I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I'll turn it around. I can talk while I got it turned around. Can you guys see that thing up there? That does not look safe to me. It was making more noise than that. Oh, maybe you got that in there. Hopefully I got it in there. I'm just sitting here in the yard, and my poor grass is just not quite starting to grow yet. Those patches back there, they'll fill in. I need to reseed some. I really should have tore the whole thing up, probably. But I'm gonna I want to redo my little house in the woods, which is right over there. And so I know that I'm going to tear the you know what out of everything doing that. So anyway, I wonder where that guy came from. Anyway, picked up a lot of sticks this weekend, and that's about all I did really. I didn't get in. Did I get in? I didn't get in real well. I got in a little bit late last night. Not late, but like 7, 8 o'clock. And was it just before dark or right after dark when I got home? Right about dark. But it makes for a short weekend. If I don't get home early on Thursday, it makes for a short weekend. I don't know what that noise was. Something made noise. I don't hear that thing a buzzing anymore. I don't know where he coasted in somewhere maybe. But warmed up a little bit. It was in the 50s. This is really my kind of weather. 50s and 60s, and we're not in the 60s. We're in the 50s, but nice cool nights. You get buried under the blankets, and it's almost. I'm looking over at my fire almost went out. I had a fire going all day today, and it was almost in the 50s, which is way too warm for a fire, but I had a couple of big chunks that I threw in there, and I turned it way down, and they just kind of percolated all day. But now the sun's going down, it's starting to get a little bit cooler. I don't know how cool it's supposed to get tonight, but 30s, I think. But anyway, yeah, I like that kind of weather. I'm looking over there to see if the horses are in. Little Butterscotch, she's the little pony. This morning when I was getting up and out and about, I look outside, she's standing in the middle of the yard eating grass. And I still don't know where she got out from. I had a couple spots where the fence was a little high. I think maybe she was able to get out from underneath. She walked under some of it a little bit. I think that's where she did. I didn't have the fence on last night, so. Usually it's electric, and then she don't get close to it. But the problem is if she gets out and is out here eating grass, the big horses don't like it. Well, if she starts walking up towards the neighbor's house to see what they got going on, now the big horses are very mad, and they'll run through the fence somewhere, because they're not going to let her go up there without them going with her. And she's just as bad. If one of them gets out, she'll run through a fence to get with them. She don't think a thing about going up there on her own, though. I think she knows that the other horses will break out and go with. But we're almost at already 8:30. Jeez Louise, I didn't yabber on about nothing. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Get outside. You still got tomorrow if you haven't got out yet. Go outside and do something fun. I didn't have my cell phone with me for much of the day. That was nice. I tell you, I think that's the future of living. Do something where you can leave that cell phone lay on the table and you're outside doing something else. You get addicted. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. You get addicted to having that thing with you all the time, and you find yourself checking. And I found myself doing that some this weekend or today when I didn't have it with me. I'd kind of, what's that? I don't have my phone. Oh, I'm going to check this real quick, and some kind of nonsense. And I didn't have it. I just had to go on about my business. But all right, we're at 9:30, everybody. So God bless. I hope everybody had a good weekend or has a good weekend, and get out and do something fun. If you haven't, tomorrow, depending on what the weather is in your neck of the woods. The Midwest, I think it's supposed to be pretty nice. Looks like it would be my bedtime. All right, everybody. God bless, and we will talk again soon.